Hey guys, my name is Ryan and welcome to Overwatch Central. So something's kind of passed us by. I'm going to report Miska. But what should I report Miska over? Choose the most appropriate category. Cheating. This is new, isn't it? New reporting options, and as you see from the drop down menu, there's a few more, and they even give examples of what cheating is and isn't. So for cheating is using third-party programs to automate any facet of the game, exploit a bug or engage in any activity that grants an unfair advantage, so you know, like aimbot, stuff like that, and also doing stuff that kind of crashes the game, putting turrets in walls, that kind of thing. Cheating is not playing extremely well, okay, getting a lucky streak or hits, or successful predicting an enemy player's movement. That's definitely not Miska. Bad battle tag name is any player name battle, basically something that's just not, offensive. A player name, team name, or battle name using a language different than your own, that's fair enough. Spam. Overly repetitive communication, it's pretty much the same. Communication intended to alert your teammates or danger. Yeah, that's not fine. Inactivity. I think griefing is the one that we want to sort of be looking at a little bit more, but this, we'll get onto that in a second. I can't believe I missed that one. Inactivity, lack of participation in the game, either by not being at the keyboard or not attempting to engage the enemy. This is a big one, okay? It's not playing a sniper or defensive class without the enemy entering the arena area you are guarding. This is almost like tongue-in-cheek parody, I feel. Like Jeff Kaplan wrote this himself. This is a big one because I think my biggest problem with a lot of... we'll move on to griefing so you can read it. My biggest problem with inactive players is I can deal with people being incredibly offensive or just being utmost useless, but I can't stand players that stop trying. Even if the game's going to lose, you still try. That's just a pet peeve of mine. Griefing is actively harassing or disputing your own team through the use of in-game mechanics or player actions. Teleport at the edge of a cliff, potentially allowing yourself to be eliminated. So feeding, yeah. Griefing is not simply making a mistake or playing poorly. Abusive chat, any form of hateful discrimination, yep, that's pretty much standard. Threatening or harassing, yep, standard. It's not asking a player to switch up to a different character or giving suggestions to team members to improve their play. Let's prepare ourselves for this one. Poor teamwork is not trying to complete map objectives or constantly communicating in a negative fashion. I.e., this team is horrible. Okay, right. Poor teamwork is not playing a hero that is not considered optimal by the community or staying silent in team voice chat. Why do I feel that this one in particular is going to be the one that's used the most, and I also feel that the line between these two is not as defined as something like inactivity or abusive chat. Poor teamwork is a little bit of a vague one, I feel, and I feel that this is going to be something that's going to be really difficult. It's not going to be black and white, basically. So these are the new reporting options that you have. I don't know which one to report Miska for, but this is a step in the right direction. This is usually the part where I cut to some gameplay, so let's just go to whatever that is so you can complain about how bad it is. So, ignoring all of the changes to Lucio, to the new draws and stuff like that, if this PTR change was put on at the same time as them, this is the biggest one. The fact that this hasn't been highlighted a little bit more is really surprising. I don't know how long, I don't know whether this came on the PTR as Arisa went to live, if that makes sense. But I'm really surprised that nobody's brought this up until today, which was on the Overwatch subreddit. Like, we had no idea, and I'm sure a lot of you guys didn't know either. The thing is that this is something that Overwatch is needed for months, and really this kind of thing should have been a little bit more thought out at the start, but I guess nobody really predicted how invested and emotional people would get when it comes to Overwatch. It's really easy to have that mentality of, oh, Overwatch is the most toxic it's ever been. That's what people say when like crime rates are rising and stuff, when the numbers are actually going down. It reminds me of that Dara O'Brien joke of like, oh, but it's the fear of crime and stuff. Like, great, right, what are you gonna do about that then? But this is just something else, right? This is something that needs more emphasis on it. This is a really big change by Overwatch, and I'm surprised that there's been no dev post about it, no Jeff Kaplan talking about this in particular, not to sort of explain or to demonstrate what these reporting options are, but just that we're gonna hammer down on this from now on. I think that's the main thing. I'm in two minds whether it's going to be effective or not. I think the thing it is missing, we've brought it up in the past, several people have brought it up as well, that Dota has a system where if you report people if they've been problematic or just flat out abusive, maybe one time you log on and you'll get a little bit message saying saying that one of your reports has had an effect, Valve have taken action with it, and we just wanted to let you know that, like, you made a difference. Because that's the thing about the report system. It could be as intricate as you like with this system, but if you have no feeling that your reporting of people that are actually doing bad things in game is having an effect, nobody's going to do it, and the whole system is just pointless from there. So I am imploring you, if there are toxic people in your games, report them and use this system properly. Don't exploit it, because that just makes this whole thing completely pointless. And I think we all want to make Overwatch a little bit more user-friendly for everyone. But let us know what you think in the comments below. I'm still really surprised that this sort of skipped past so many people. And until next time, take care. We'll see you then.